Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your very first time here, you are very much welcome. My name is Raisa, and for all those who clicked on this video, thank you for clicking. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you do like what you see at the end of the day. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Today we have a guest, and she's one of my subscribers. Funny enough, like when they tell people that don't know who is watching you, who is watching you, this is how I used to start. So I have Vanessa here with me. Her name is Vanessa, and we actually had a live video where she was on with some other people, and then she was really, talking more, like sending her comments in the comment section. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do a live video with you, so make sure that we make time for it. And she was even like texting me throughout to remind me, because she knows how things are now with the baby. It's not easy. So I'm so happy that she was able to, push me to do this. So let's get started. I'm going to allow her to introduce herself, and we managed to get this on a Zoom meeting so that we could be able to do this. I'm going to figure out a better way of doing this, so I hope you guys don't mind watching the video as you see it, but there will be a lot of gems, trust me. So stay tuned and let's jump right into it. So Vanessa, I'm going to allow you to introduce yourself, okay, and then we can get started.
Okay.
You have the floor. Let me just say, just do a brief introduction of yourself and your background. Yeah.
All right. So my name is Vanessa, Nasenyi Vanessa, and I am from Cameroon. I grew up in Douala, but I am from Bamenda. Those who know Bamenda in Cameroon, I'm a Bamenda girl, but I didn't grow up there. Like I grew up in Douala and then a little bit in Yaoundé and that kind of thing.
Nice.
That's me, somehow.
That's so nice. It's so nice to have you, Vanessa, and I'm looking forward to our chat today. So I know you're in Canada now. How did this start for you? What pushed you to, you know what, I need to get out of Cameroon. I want to go and, do something better for myself out there.
It was not exactly me. Like I was living my life in Yaoundé because after I graduated from high school, I was in National School of Public Works in Yaoundé. So
wow.
I was just going to school there. I attended the first 2 years, and then my father just asked me one day that if he has like the means to send me out of the country, would I go? That was just the start of. I did not like I have to leave. No, I was living me my vida loca. Yeah.
For sure, enjoying your life. That's what
and
usually happens. Yeah.
then he just burst the question one day, and I was like, yes, nah, I want to go abroad. And that was just the start for me.
Oh,
I didn't like
nice.
it, and
Yeah.
nah,
Yeah.
it was my father that just came out and, will you go? And I said, yes, I will go.
Thank God for daddy, Our daddies push
No.
us. For my case, I was the one who was like, I need to go. I need to go. You guys, make way for me.
Wait for me to go.
Yeah. But that's so nice to hear. So where in Canada are you looking? Where in Canada, and why did you choose that particular province?
Mm. I am in Ottawa. That's in Ontario, right? Why did I choose? I chose this place because of my school. The Algonquin College. I heard people talk about it a lot, and it had many advantages, and it was offering the program that I wanted to do. Amidst other colleges and universities, it was like the best option for me. So that's why I just moved here.
Okay, so let's talk about the pre-application process. So the part where, before you apply, how did you research your universities to Canada? Your research, your program, how did you go online and say, okay, this is what I want to study? How did you come across Algonquin College? How?
So what happened actually was, since I was already doing public works, right, and I was already studying engineering there, I didn't want to change my program. So I just wanted to continue with something that I was already doing.
Okay,
So I
hold
just
on. For those who don't know, what is the public works school in Cameroon? Is it an engineering school? Like, what is it? Can you explain it for those who don't know?
yes, public works school in Cameroon is it's like a government institution. It's a government school that trains engineers. So it's like you get into the school by writing a concours. So that's basically it. It trains engineers in construction, topography,
Yes,
those kind
from
of
what I
things.
know, I remember construction. And a concours is like it's a competitive examination. Let me
Entrance
explain to those
exam.
who don't know, right? A concours is a competitive examination where like people all over the country, not over the world. Yeah, all over the country they compete to pass that exam to get into that school. So that's how a concours is in Cameroon.
We used to also have like foreign students from
Oh,
neighboring countries.
oh, you don't have to be a Cameroonian.
No, and when they come, they used to pay like higher fees than us. They used to be like international.
Oh, international students.
Yeah.
That's funny. When I hear
You know.
Cameroon, when I hear that other people want to go for study in Cameroon, I'm like, wow, that's interesting. It's strange, but it's good to know. Yeah, how did you research that university?
So it was not like Algonquin at first. I actually
Okay.
changed my school when I came here
Oh,
because I was like researching for universities that are cheap, right? Because international student fee is not easy in this place. So I was searching for schools that offer my program that I wanted to do and at a cheap cost. I actually got admission in what's that school? One school in Nova Scotia.
okay. A
I
college?
think Cape Breton. It was a university.
Oh, Cape Breton University.
Cape Breton University. Yes. Then now, when I was traveling, when I reached Toronto, because I had a connecting flight from Toronto to Cape Breton, I received a call that from my father. He like had a friend that lives in Montreal, and they spoke, and he said, it's advisable for me not to go to Cape Breton any longer. I was very confused at that airport. I was like, I was a small girl. I'm like, why are people confusing me like this? What do you mean I should not take the connecting flight?
Yeah.
That's how I stayed in Toronto. I didn't take the connecting flight any longer. And then I now had to look for a different school since I wasn't going to Cape Breton any longer.
Okay.
That's how I found Algonquin. And I applied.
Well, you were already here. That's nice.
While I was already here, yes.
So did it take
and then
long?
I started school the next semester instead of the semester that I came.
Okay, because most of the time when people apply to universities, they're not patient. They're like, oh, when am I going to hear from the school? When am I going to hear from the school? So because maybe you were already here, do you think you had an advantage of getting the admission quicker? Because for you to get into the school the following semester, that could have been fast.
Yes, I think my being here actually helps to get me admission there easier. Even though I think Algonquin has a very high acceptance rate, though. But because when I was applying, they asked me, "Are you in the country or are you out?" I feel like the fact that they asked the question,
it could have helped.
Yes, it could have helped.
Yeah, they take so long sometimes to get to people who are out, and I get so many DMs. Everybody's like, when am I going to hear from my school? I applied 1 month ago. I'm like, yeah, you have to wait because the truth is you have to be very patient if you're out there. But if
the wait time for me was not even long. I think they answered me after 2 weeks of my application.
2 weeks. Wow. I think that's also one good thing with colleges compared to universities.
Universities, yes.
Yes. Colleges will probably respond quicker. Okay, that's
and also chose Algonquin because it's a college, right? And I'll have a shorter period of time to finish the program that I'm doing compared to university, and that's road to PR.
You're excited. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So that's good. So you not use any agent, everything was done by you, right?
No. I actually had an agent that helped me.
That's for your visa.
Back in Cameroon. But while I was here, everything was done by me.
By you. Okay. But from your application to your visa in Cameroon, you had an agent that helped you.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, thank God they did not scam you. At least you came, so that's good.
They did not scam me. I'm in Canada.
That's good. The next part we're going to talk about is how you arrived, your arrival process, and how you settled in. So, how was What was your initial impression about Canada when you came? What was the impression about Canada? Because you know a lot of time when people are like, oh, abroad, abroad. What? How was it for you when you just landed?
When I just landed, for me, the very first thing that came to my mind was, this place is clean. Oh, that I'm telling you, that was that was it for me. Because like I was in Toronto, right? And Toronto is like a big city. Like, it was very, and you know the roads were giving. It was nice. It's not what I was used to seeing.
Okay, you landed in Toronto. You not land in Ottawa, where your school is.
No, no, I landed in Toronto. I stayed in Toronto for like 3 days. Then I left.
Okay. Were you Were
Yeah.
you there for to see somebody, or how were you
I
able
was
to
there
stay there?
since like I had a connecting flight to Nova Scotia, like I earlier mentioned. But since I
Okay.
didn't go anymore, I just stayed in
Stayed
Toronto
in
now.
Toronto.
And then I later on left Toronto and moved to Quebec City.
Oh wow. Okay.
That was where I stayed in Toronto for 3 days and I moved to Quebec City. It was in Quebec City that I started doing my application to study in Algonquin and all that stuff.
Oh,
And
I
I later on
see.
left it.
Did you have
So when I
family
was in
there?
Toronto,
Was there
pardon?
family? Was there some like family in Quebec City, in
Yes,
Toronto?
yes,
Okay. Okay.
yes.
So you didn't have
I
to
had like
pay for
a
anything.
cousin in Quebec City. I went to stay with her. Then
Okay.
I later on left now and went to Ottawa.
Nice. Okay. That's good. So that's good. So you saw it was clean, it was nice. So how was
Yes,
the
it was
lifestyle?
organized. Like you know the road, the crossing where like pedestrians have to cross the road and cars have to wait, all that stuff. I was like, in Cameroon, in Douala, they were like fighting the road with bikes and taxis and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It was nice. I was like, okay, so I'm abroad. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah.
exactly. Oh, that's lovely. So what about the lifestyle? Apart from the scenery, apart from, the lifestyle, like how was it?
It was when I just arrived, I was not seeing people on the road. Oh. I was like, why is this place so lonely? And like, yeah, I would walk a very long distance and I would see like only two people.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Everybody is passing in their cars, or nobody is passing at all. The neighborhood was just very quiet. I
Compared
was I was
to back home.
compared to back home. So I was a little bit worried concerning that. I was like, is this how life is going to be?
Yeah.
Why are there no people?
You're lucky that you were even you landed in Toronto, because in Ontario or something. Because if you landed in Regina, in Saskatchewan, where I was in, you'll be like, I don't think this is the right place. I don't think this is abroad. I don't think, and not to say that it is bad, not to say it was really that bad. It's just that it was like quiet. You could barely see a soul, and it's not as populated as Ontario, where there are even many houses and all. This place was dead. And I was just sitting and asking myself, like, am I sure I'm going to cope in this place? I don't know, why is it so quiet? I thought I was going abroad, so why is it this
Why
quiet?
is
How to say I don't fall bush. This one, I don't really fall bush. That's how we say it in Cameroon, like I follow bush. You have gone abroad.
that was real bush?
Yeah, it was really, really like a bush to me, but we thank God for growth, and now they're better than what they were before. Okay, so
Do
that's good. That's good. At least it's good to know that the only thing is, as Canada is barely people on the road, people are in their houses, it can be quite lonely if you don't have people around,
Yeah.
because you don't really know your
Yeah.
neighbor. You're just
And
inside
it's
your
a
house.
very
Yeah.
very lonely place to be.
Okay, let's see the next question. Where was I? Okay, so how did you navigate the process of finding accommodation? Some people message me and they're like, "Oh, can you help me find an accommodation?" I just direct them to Facebook Market, Kijiji. Those are the few, or Airbnb. So how did you find accommodation? And did you get it while you were in Cameroon, or you came here until you found accommodation?
Okay. So while I was in Cameroon, I was supposed to leave Cameroon and go to Nova Scotia, right? So I had like an Airbnb where I was supposed to live in Nova Scotia, but I didn't finally go to Nova Scotia. So
Yeah.
I stopped in Nova Scotia. Then I moved to Quebec City. I had problem with accommodation when I had to move to Ottawa. because I stayed till the last minute before looking for housing here in Ottawa to move. It was not even easy.
Right.
And then I actually found like a house, so and I messaged the landlord or landlady, whoever, like the property manager, the management, right? And I thought that I thought that Canada was Cameroon, where you beg and I told this lady that, please, I'm starting school on Monday and I don't yet have a place to stay. That was like Thursday or Friday of the week before school resumes.
Yeah.
And then this lady is like, I think she's understanding me. But then she like sent me the application form and something was wrong about it, so we had to like fix it. And after some time, like and it wasn't working. That thing that we had to fix, I can't remember exactly what it was. And I'm actually communicating with this lady. Like, she's actually trying to help me to fix that problem so I can apply. Then the next day on Friday, when I then message her, I'm like, what is the way forward? Because this thing is not working. She tells me that she's sorry, she has given the apartment to somebody else. I'm like, I thought you actually understood that I need this house. What do you mean you gave it to somebody else? And she's like, well, sorry, I already. I was so frustrated. Well, lucky enough for me, I have a friend that stays in Ottawa here, and I then moved and I stayed with my friend while trying to get an apartment. I stayed with my friend for 2 weeks. And I told my friend, 2 weeks? No, 1 week. No, it was 1 week that I stayed. And I told my friend I was going to stay for 1 week. So after 1 week, I now told my friend I already found an apartment because I did not want to overstay my welcome.
Yeah.
But I not actually found one. So I left. I now left and I went to an Airbnb where I stayed for 2 weeks. This is like 3 weeks already before I moved into where I'm staying.
Where you're staying.
Like all the credit score thing, all the background checks and all that stuff. It took me time.
Oh yeah,
I was able to move.
They do those things a lot in bigger provinces compared to in Regina. They really do not do all this credit score for us as much. Maybe they do it now because things have changed. But back then they rarely did that.
They did it for me. They were so bent. And since I didn't have like a good credit score, since I was just arriving, I needed like a co-signer.
Okay.
Somebody to sign with me. Yes, so I had to find co-signer. I had to make him
only for an apartment. Only
yes,
for a house. Wow.
It was not easy. It was not even easy.
So were you able to get somebody to help to co-sign?
Yes. I found somebody.
Was it a random person or how did you found the person online?
Like my father's friend.
Okay. Somebody that you know.
In Montreal. Somebody
so
that
you
knows.
Sent the document and then they did it for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, that's good to know because finding accommodation when you're not in the country can be hard. Because I don't know if people actually come online and they're like, oh, can you help me find accommodation on Facebook? I'm like, well, you can actually be messaging them, but don't send money yet until you're sure. Because you can just send money and then you come and you will not see any. There'll be no apartment waiting for you. They will scam you or something. So, like I tell people to just be careful because a lot of people are out to make money for themselves. They're out to,
especially on Facebook, and Kijiji as well.
Because another thing that I can advise people to do is, book an Airbnb for your first few days or 1 week, and then give yourself time to find an apartment while you're already here.
While you're here,
and physically look at the apartment before you make any. Before you commit.
Exactly.
Don't commit until you're sure. Yeah, right.
I even went to visit one apartment. You actually need to physically visit it yourself. You don't want to be surprised.
Yeah, because they edit all these pictures.
That my eyes saw.
Yeah. And they edit all the pictures and you will not believe it. You'll be like,
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
You get there and it's nonsense. Nonsense. So the next question I have for you is, were there any resources or any support groups that you had for you to be able to settle in? Because sometimes when people come, they find it hard to integrate, how to get a job, how to were you even working, all of that.
Support groups. No, there
Okay.
was none like that for me. Oh, nah,
You had it
nah.
easy to just find your way around.
Just yes, it was just me and myself.
Strong girl.
And yes, I
Trinity
was
power.
working. I later got a job,
You're
and
working.
yeah.
Were you able to get a job? Was it easy, or did you need to know somebody that knows somebody?
It was not even easy. It wasn't easy at all. Like I had to leave applications many places, and the job that I finally got, I walked into that place. Like I went there myself because
Oh, baby has woken up, so we're in for a ride. Please, my audience, you guys to understand. Sorry, oh.
okay. So what was I? I was talking about
Job.
jobs. Yeah. So since I wasn't getting calls from the places where I deposited, I started working more. I started. I carried my 2 legs. I said, I must find that job.
That is it. That is it.
I started going from place to place. Then I finally went to this place. Then I got there and I was like, I'm looking for a job. And I was since I go to school during the day, I was looking for a night job so that I can work at night and
Yeah.
have enough time to go to school. I didn't want anything that was going to jeopardize my going to school during the day. Even though that night job like jeopardized it because you go and work and then during the day when you have to go to school you're feeling sleepy and all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
It was okay. We pulled through. That's how I got the job that I had.
Okay.
When I went to that place and they were like, okay, what kind of job are you looking for? What can you do? And all that stuff. I told them what I could do. And then they told me they were looking for a porter to work in that because it was in a retirement home.
Okay.
They're looking for a porter to work at night. Like you come and then you have to like do some vacuuming, clean offices, and then you sit at the reception and answer phone calls. So
Okay.
that's the nature of the job.
That's nice. Because some people feel like they're too big to go and do all these things. Sometimes if you cannot find a job, you go there, carry your legs, walk to the place and get a job.
Yes, so because that was it for me. That was what happened.
Especially
for me.
when you're applying and you're not getting calls back. What are you going to do? Like go there, let them see you. Because sometimes when they see you, they're like, okay, they have, I think there's this compassion or whatever that will just touch them and something just changes and they see.
I entered the place and the general manager was like, what do you want? I'm like, I'm looking for a job.
You took it by violence.
He was not even friendly. He said, what do you want? I say, I'm looking for a job.
Yeah.
Then he just became soft one way, and then he was really nice to me afterwards. They finally gave me the job that I was looking for, and that's what I'm still doing till now.
You see, like and those are the kind of jobs that you can get in the night, and you're not overworked. You might be tired, but it's better than physical, all those jobs that you have to lift, do all these things.
Yeah.
But this one is just good because you're just sitting down. You can do something on the side. Okay. That's nice. I think we have to be fast now because my baby is here. How were the first week of classes when you settled into school?
Classes, like the nature of lessons.
Yeah.
That it.
Yeah.
Like it was okay, but then I felt like because after like I did further maths in high school.
Okay.
And I went to public works. They used to show us too much shege in that school. And then I come to class, and then this mathematics teacher is teaching me algebra. I'm like, what's going on?
It was so easy.
Hey. It was so easy.
I
After
feel you.
all that I had gone through,
yeah.
I was like, why are you teaching me algebra?
You were thinking that you come and see hardcore maths.
Yes, exactly. I was like, what happened to all that
beauty and brains?
It's not like that though.
Beauty and brains talking. They show the algebra and you're like, what the heck is this?
No, that was like the first week, right?
Yeah.
I cannot say that very same thing about this last semester that I just had.
Okay. Okay. I
So
get it.
yes,
I get it. For the
that,
first few weeks.
the
Nice.
first few
Were
weeks,
you able
yes,
to
I was
understand
like,
the teachers, know their accents? Because with me, when I
yes,
came, I think there were a couple of us that had a problem with the teachers' accents. Like we're like, what are they? What? Can you repeat? Come again.
yes, with some teachers, yes, but with some, no.
Okay.
Like I didn't actually have problem listening to them like that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay,
I
that's
used to,
nice.
I used to, I used to do American Wonder when I was in Cameroon. Some of my friends would know what I'm talking about.
That's good.
So yeah,
That's
it
nice.
was not really hard
So you had
for
a
me.
smooth process, eh? Smooth, very soft landing. That's great.
Kind of, kind of.
Okay. So were there any differences in the teaching styles compared to in Canada compared to what you had in Cameroon?
Yeah, so like
Okay.
all the classes had projectors.
Hmm.
In Cameroon, we have a 3 hour class, and the teacher that wants to use projector is going to come and he's going to use like 1 hour 30 minutes to set up the projector. So
And the class is going to take two,
I'm,
2 hours.
I'm not shading my country, but that's like the reality.
It's real. It is what it is, right?
It's what it is.
It is
Yeah,
what it
here
is.
it was every class had the projector. Everything is so organized.
Mm-hmm.
Like the teaching the system here was really organized, and we have like a platform where you find all your course notes. Everything is already available for you there. I was like,
Yes.
is this how school this abroad is? It
Very
was it was pretty
smooth.
cool.
I
Yeah,
know.
it was
Classes are
cool.
and online. You can always reach out to your teachers at any time. You
Exactly.
can always,
Yes. Yeah,
if there's any
teachers
difficulty, you
they
can seek for support and all that, right? Yeah, that was one
mhm,
thing too for me. I was like, wow,
yeah.
everything is online. If you have I missed the class, hi sir, email. I missed this class. Can you please give me some
Yeah.
notes? And they send it to you.
When they send it, and that it is really nice. And then the
Mm-hmm.
teachers are literally apologizing to you. I'm like, why are
Yeah.
you saying sorry? Like, I was
Imagine.
like,
They're even apologizing and saying,
they're
"Oh
even
no, sorry for
apologizing.
the stress. I understand it can be hard, but you don't have to be too hard on
Yeah.
yourself."
They're like, yeah,
Yeah.
we know it's overwhelming, but
Hmm. Okay, so can you tell us like some of the things that you experienced which were culturally shocking to you?
mm, okay. First of all, I arrived to Canada in August,
Hmm.
and the sun was setting at 8:30. It was not even look out like 7. It was already 7 p.m. and the sun was not yet setting, and I was like, what's happening in this place?
Yeah.
8 o'clock, the sun is everywhere, was still shining. I
Hmm.
even had to take a picture of it and send to my friend. I was like, look at me, this place. So
I know.
the sun
And it's so
setting, yeah,
bright.
yeah. And then during the winter now, the sun started setting at 4 p.m. I was like,
Exactly.
that for me was what it was really shocking. I was I was
That
not
is
expecting that kind of one. And then the fact that you sleep at night and then in the next morning time has changed. That thing that time
daylight
changes when it has
savings.
to be summer and winter. I was like,
Yes, daylight savings. Exactly.
yes.
That
The
one.
first time it happened, I was very confused. I was like, are people controlling time and whatever?
They are. That's what it
Yeah.
is. They're controlling time. They are controlling time because there's no way you want to explain that. But that's what they do. They actually have to do that so to save, you know,
Yeah.
time for us in the summer. Okay. So what's another thing? So we have that, and then what's another thing that was cultural?
Another thing was calling my boss at work. the first day I saw my boss at work, he came and then I was like, "Good morning, sir," and he's like, "Don't call me sir." I'm
He
like,
told you
but
that.
actually,
Oh.
yeah, he told me, "Don't call me sir," and then he just passed and entered his office. And but till now, I actually still call him so.
Mhm.
I told him, and he said, "Don't call me sir." And then the next day, I still said, he told me, "Don't call me sir," for like a month.
The way Vanessa is saying sir, all these my Nigerian people that are watching is the same as sir. Sir? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what she's talking about. Because us in Cameroon, we say sir instead. It's like sir, madam. But then we say
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
The Oga finally got used to it. I actually still call him sir. I could not bring myself to calling him by his name.
Hey.
but but every day he kept on warning me, don't call me sir, don't call me sir. But he has gotten used to it. But my other bosses actually call them by their names. So the other people I answer to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they prefer to call. They prefer to answer their names than attaching sir. You know how back home everybody be like uncle, auntie. Like you know my name. Call me by my name.
Yeah. And I
No,
also have
no
I have
titles.
classmates who are I have like 50-year-old classmates, and like I call them by their names, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, right. That was actually
Not to
strange.
be my parents.
That was so
I'm calling them by
strange.
their name.
Not like back home where one uncle is, are you calling my name? I'm calling whose name? You can never try that and be cannot be calling them by their names. Are you mad? Are you
Are you
mad?
are you crazy?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
nice. That's good to
Mm-hmm.
know. Yeah, those things are actually, anybody, if you're watching and you are new to Canada as well, if you've had any culture shock experiences, let us know in the comment section. Let's share, let people see and laugh because I like laughing at all those things a lot because it reminds me of when I just came. So yeah, let us know in the comment section. Okay, so the next question, I think we'll have to be rounding up quickly because this video is getting too long. If you guys want a part two, let us know and we'll see. But I doubt it. Because for us to make time for this one, for me, it was quite a challenge. But let's see. Okay, so what were some of the challenges? What are some of the things that they took you out? They're like you found yourself in a maybe not in a dark place, but you found it hard to cope. Any challenges that you faced, be it at school, work, anything you want to share, and what was the turning point for you that helped you
Mm,
grow?
the challenge I have like one major challenge, like having to work full time because I'm in that window where you can actually work full time because there was like a communique people that had their permits on before October 7th, that something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm one of those international students that were able to work full time. So I actually work full time,
Mm-hmm.
and I go to school full time as well. So
Wow, wow, wow. That's
that's
hard.
that's that's actually it's not easy. It's
That's
not
hard.
easy. It's not easy to work full time and go to school full time. Assignments are just flying, and the assignments like add up to your final grade, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot.
Did
Yeah,
you mention
that was
what?
it for
Did
me.
you mention the kind of program you're doing? A diploma? Was it a diploma?
It's a diploma. My
Okay.
program is a diploma
What
program.
program actually? We didn't even talk about. Yeah. What program?
Construction engineering. Construction
Wow,
engineering technician. Yeah.
that's a nice one. There's no way I'm going to get a job after this. You get a job like this, like this.
Amen.
Wow. Amen. That's great. Oh, that must have been hard,
Thank
like
you.
doing an engineering kind of course and then working full time
Yes,
assignment.
I'm working full time.
Did you have
It
did you
wasn't
did you
actually
have
easy.
labs?
Yes, we had labs. We had a lot of labs.
So how were you able to balance all of this? Actually, let's talk that. Yeah.
Well, my job is not too stressful actually because I have like my 8 hour shift, right? And it's night shifts. I start like 11:30 and I finish in the morning. And when I go to work, I have like 4 hours maximum to finish all the chores I have to do. And the remaining 4 hours, I'm just there sitting at the desk. So while I'm sitting, I'm like doing my assignments
Mhm.
and studying on days that I'm not feeling too sleepy and
Right.
all that. Yeah. So that was how I managed to balance
Work and school.
school and work. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because I was just lucky. The nature of my job, it didn't demand too much,
Mm-hmm.
even though it demanded too much because having to stay up all night is not easy.
Yeah, for sure, it's not. Staying
It's,
up,
it's
sitting there, and watching someone,
sitting there
you know,
watching. Yeah, it's not
knowing
easy.
that
You
you
have
have
to sit there
school,
and
that could have been hard.
I even finish my shifts at 7:30 on some days and I have a class at 8. I have to leave work and just go immediately to class
Oh
and
my
go and sit in
god.
class and I'm feeling sleepy. That's how my eyes are heavy.
Oh no,
Oh
no, no,
well,
no, no, no.
it's
That's
kind of
hard.
over right now.
Yeah, yeah. Because
This
it's actually almost. Because you say you're done, you're almost done, right? You're done. Actually,
yes.
you're not almost done. You're done. That's
I'm
great.
done by the grace of God.
Congratulations. It's not
Thank you.
easy. It's not easy. When you look at your degree, you be
So,
like, wow, at your certificate, you're like, yeah,
yes,
this is
I
it.
did that.
Yeah, for sure,
I did that.
100%. Congratulations. Okay, let's talk
Thank
about
you.
finance. Like, with your school, that program, was it an expensive program? Did you pay your tuition fees by yourself? Did you pay your tuition fee when you were applying for your visa? All of those things. Let's break it down there.
Yes, my program is expensive. Oh.
Mm.
Like per semester, it's $9,000
Per semester.
per semester.
Okay.
And I checked like the breakdown,
Mhm.
and because I'm an international student, I have to pay 6,000. My classmates who are Canadians are paying 3,000 for that same course, and me, I'm paying extra 6,000 just for being an international student.
Three times more.
Yeah,
That's the painful part of this thing.
that's
That
the
you are
painful
paying
part of
three
the thing.
times what a normal person,
A normal
the
person
average
is
Canadian
paying.
pays. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty expensive. Well, I didn't manage all of that myself. My father helped me.
Okay, that's nice.
Or should I say help? Maybe I'm his child. Is it not his?
It's help because that's too much money to be sending. I know, right? Yeah,
That's
it's
really
child,
too much
definitely.
money.
It's too
Yeah,
much money
but I
when
had to
you
like,
look at it. And of
mm-hmm.
course, you're not the
I had
only.
to
Are you the
like,
only child? You're not the only child.
no, I'm
So
not. So I'm
yeah,
not the only child.
we'll
So
see it as help. We'll see it as help for us in Canada. But that's good.
yeah,
That's good.
that was actually a lot of money. A
Hmm.
lot of money to spend.
But you
Oh
assisted
well,
him too,
to
right? So
manage
you
my
were
rent and
yeah, you were paying some, and then he was paying some. You guys had a plan.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's nice. So did you have to pay? Did you pay any tuition fees before you
No,
came to
I
Canada?
did not though. I did not.
Like for
I
your
didn't need
visa?
to. No, I didn't need to pay any tuition fee at all. Like I just needed to pay a registration fee to register
And okay, and secure your spots or something.
and secure. Yeah, that's like $100 for registration fee.
Okay, application, yeah, the application fee.
Application, yes,
Yeah,
but I didn't pay any tuition before coming.
that's what I tell people that you don't have enough backing for your stuff. Maybe you should consider paying the tuition fee so they'll know that you're serious.
Secure your
But if
spot,
you've
yeah.
backed up your application such a way that you've explained, you've dotted all your I's and you've cut your T's, those kind of I did not pay anything if I came. When I got here, that's when I paid. So it's very for everybody. Some people will do it and they will not get a visa. Some people will do it and they'll get a visa. So it's not a guarantee. Even if you
It's not a
pay, you can
guarantee.
pay it. Whether you can do it or not, it's not a guarantee. You know.
Yeah.
But
I think
okay,
each person has his or her own experience.
yes, it's unique. Unique to
It's unique,
everybody.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
unique to each person.
Okay, that's good to know. So let's be rounding up. Did you get to volunteer, do anything like that when you were in school or stuff like that? No.
No meal. No.
Okay.
I did not.
Okay. Can see. Okay. So what advice will you give to international students who are considering joining or studying in Canada? You know, picking any like program choice and all that. What advice will you give to them?
What advice will I give? I would just like advise you to be brave, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
it's not actually easy out here. Don't expect that it's going to be all lovey dovey. It's going to be very easy and all. No, it's not. It's not a bed of roses
Mm-hmm.
at all around this area.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
No.
That's what me myself I thought so. I thought I was coming to live life abroad. Even though even though I knew that I would like face some challenges, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would just say that put it in your head that it's not very easy and just be brave. Just be brave and very pushful.
Mm-hmm.
Know what you want and
Come out
go
of
for
your
it.
comfort zone. That's it.
Come out of it. Yes, exactly. Come out from
Mm-hmm.
your comfort zone and yeah, that's basically it.
That's nice. That's nice. So I think the very one bonus question that we'll do is so now that you're done with your program, what are your plans for the future? When people are done school, they're like, oh, what am I going to do next? What next? What's next? What's next for you?
What's next for me is like get a job and start applying, start my application towards getting PR, a permanent residence. And yeah, from there we'll see what life has. Like I actually like plan to go back to school after my permanent residence, right?
Really?
Yeah, so that I can pay school cheaper. I don't plan to end
Okay.
with my diploma.
That's a tip. That's a tip right there. You know, because yes, you
I
came
want to
to
have
do a
masters like some people.
okay for a master's program, right? So you can exactly. You know, that's what I tell people now, or most people these days. They don't really come for like a 4 year program or something. You can come for a diploma. Although rules have changed, things have changed. University
Yeah,
students are not.
things keep changing every day, every
Mm-hmm,
year. I
mm-hmm.
heard like people like they don't accept international students into colleges anymore, only
Yeah.
universities. I
So
don't know.
they even though they do, but you have to be very careful with the schools that you choose to apply.
Mm-hmm.
Any school that you're
Nice.
choosing to apply now should be able to give you a postgraduate work permit. So it should be a designated learning institution and you should be able
Mm-hmm.
to get a work permit when you're done through
When you're
that
done,
school.
yeah.
Because if you just choose any school without looking or without doing your research, you come and waste money and then when you're done school, you're
Exactly.
back in your
Exactly.
country, you
I'm
know,
telling you,
and then you just wasted
that's
your time.
trauma.
Yeah. So that's it. So
Yeah.
everybody should just be careful, be mindful, do your research. No matter what people tell you online, now everybody is creating content. Oh, come to Canada, come to Canada, don't do this, don't do this. No matter what they say, true, listen to them. But when you go back, take time, research on that thing, and do your own part, due diligence. Okay, I'm aware of this, I'm aware of that, and I'm going to do this. So don't just follow blindly, because somebody I can sit here and come and tell you, oh yeah, go and check, oh it's online, but to your own surprise, by the time you get there, you're like, oh, actually, no, she was not correct. There was something missing,
Mm, yeah.
right? So it's just what it is. So everybody should just be careful. Because Canada is getting angry. They are closing all their doors. So
They're
don't
really
use.
getting
Yeah,
angry.
it's hard. It's getting tight.
It's hard.
It is
It's,
really
it's
getting
getting
tight.
crazy.
Yeah. I don't
They're
know.
changing it
I
every
hope
day.
I'll be able to ask some of the right questions that could help one or two people, or some people that are always doubting, having some doubts when I've applied though. When is my application coming out? Just be patient. Be patient.
But patient.
And email the school. Email the school
Yes, keep
as often
emailing them. They
as often
actually
as you want.
respond. Eh?
Yeah, they respond a lot and they
They
respond.
respond.
Sometimes it might take time, but they do respond.
They do.
If you have credit, call them. Put credit and call. It's your application. Call and find out what is happening. They will pick. If they don't pick, they will probably send you an email. So yeah, so I think we're going to round up here, Vanessa. Because this boy is disturbing now and I'm just like all over the place. But I think we've touched on the few important questions, right?
Yeah.
The important questions that everybody could have been doubting. Wait, did you mention the year you came to Canada?
August 2022.
Oh, that's not in 2 years. So in 2 years you're done? School?
Yeah.
Wow. So Vanessa finished her program
My program
in
is
a
a
year
2 year
and a half.
program. Like a year and a half, yes. Like this
Amazing.
because I like took classes during the summer, right? So it like precipitated the whole.
Amazing. That's so nice. That's really nice. Like you've not stayed long in school. You really, you're done. You're looking. You could get a job as soon as possible because the program that you even picked is a very good program because there's so many jobs. Construction here is crazy. It's really really
Yeah.
growing.
They're always
Hmm.
building
If you
stuff.
check, if you watch my last video, I did it when I was strolling. I was going for a walk. You could see land, houses. They built houses on our street just in winter alone. They were done. You can imagine how construction workers are making money from
Yeah.
these things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how,
Very,
yeah.
especially those big people.
So the
Yeah.
program that you choose matters also.
Yes,
Sorry.
it does. It does. It does. I even know someone who wasn't able to like get a job because of the program the person took. So it's very important to search and see what the job market is looking for
Right.
before you choose that program.
Before choosing a program. Oh, that's amazing. It was so nice talking to you, Vanessa. And I'm so sorry that we have to cut this short. We had so many other questions to answer, but I'm so sorry, guys. We're going to end it here. and we're going to release Vanessa just because my baby is now here, and watching it with the baby making noise, I don't like it. I wouldn't like it, so we probably have to just leave it as it is. Drop your questions in the comment section. You can ask Vanessa questions if you have them on Instagram. I'll put her handle down below, so you guys can go ask her some of the things that you want to find out about her school, especially the Algonquin College, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned a thing or two. Until then, I'll see you in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell them to subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe. Mm-hmm. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notifications for when we post new video.
Yay! Okay, guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.